So, Lambo.
Huh.
Do you think Valve's just blowing steam? Or are they stacking the deck for a big win?
You're disgusting.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants!
I'm Lambo.
And if you couldn't guess from the intro, or if you're even still here, thanks.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the Steam Deck.
Might as well.
Might as well, because
Might as well.
This is big gaming news, Lambo.
Is it?
We're getting a handheld gaming PC. This is a first!
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
We're gonna talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But the internet has kind of latched onto this. It is a big deal. People are pre-ordering it like crazy. They're all like, yeah, this is the new big thing. It's gonna kill the Switch. All of this stuff. But we're gonna break it down and we're gonna talk about it here. Now, I do want to preface it with a few things. Number one.
Go for it.
We are filthy casuals.
We are.
We are.
Is.
The two of us, at
is.
least, are not big PC gamers. We are not resolution queens. We do not have amazing gaming rigs.
It's
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Overall.
But
Yeah.
I've seen some impressive things.
I don't have the 8K, 120, frames per second thing going on yet.
Punk's got an impressive gaming rig.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good one.
Right. We are also big Nintendo fans, but we're going to try and talk as objectively as possible about this thing and really kind of break things down. Mm-hmm. So what is the Steam Deck?
The Steam Deck is, they said it. You can't think about it like it's a little handheld thing. It's a gaming PC. That's primarily what I guess they want to think about it being. They showed it off playing all kinds of modern AAA titles, things that people love to play on their actual PCs.
Like Cyberpunk?
No, they didn't show us anybody playing Cyberpunk on it. Probably because it can't run Cyberpunk all that well.
Oh.
Well, you need first of all, this thing has integrated graphics. So anybody who's, I think that's the number one thing right now. Graphics cards are super difficult to come across.
Right.
That's not why there's not one in there. It's because it's a mobile chip. Mobile chips run really well with their APU situation.
Hashtag mobile chipping.
Mobile chipping. And so it doesn't have the super amazing graphics thing that all the PC Master Race people really want.
Right. So it'll play the games.
Oh yeah,
but
it's going to play pretty much everything. I think a game like Cyberpunk though, Cyberpunk doesn't play on anything well. Even if you have like a 3090, there's people who have problems getting it to 60 frames per second.
Right.
So
well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Is it going to play everything in the Steam library? Because this is a Steam machine.
Right.
So will it play everything in the Steam library?
Probably not. No, Steam OS is Linux based. Steam's been running on Linux for a long time. But yeah, they're not going to have entirely perfect compatibility with everything right out of the box. That being said, you can load Windows onto the thing.
Right.
They said that you can do custom firmwares and do whatever.
Right. So you can get everything to run on it. It's just out of the box. It's probably not going to run everything, but you can get it there. Mm-hmm. Now the basic stats for this thing: it's got a 7-inch screen.
Yep.
So it's pretty big.
Pretty big.
7 to 8 hour battery life, depending on what you're playing.
Right.
That's a little bit more than what the Switch is at its max.
But
But
I think if you're playing a game like Among Us or whatever, yeah, you're probably going to get 6, 7, maybe 8 hours out of the thing.
But if you're playing something that's a little more intense,
if you're playing anything with 3D graphics, it's going to be a little bit more doodly.
doodly. Mm-hmm. There are 3 versions of it available.
Right.
One with 64 gigs of internal storage.
Right.
One with 128. Right.
Or is it there's 256 and then a 512.
Right. Okay.
Now it's got expandable memory. And
you can
all
put
that
you can put an SD card in it.
Right.
Expand the memory. So there you go. Mm-hmm.
As far as I/O on it, you'll be able to hook it up to an external monitor. All that stuff everybody's been talking about.
Just one thing with hooking it up to the external monitor, it has to be a powered USB-C cable.
Right.
Not just a regular USB-C.
Something like, let me reach over you here. Something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, this'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could hook it up to a display using something like that. Mm-hmm. Now the thing with that is, of course, that's extra things you have to buy to get it to do that. Right. But keep it in mind. Now, it does have a dock, which is sold separately.
Yeah, and it's not going to be out there right when the thing launches either, but that's totally okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
I have a feeling that something like this is going to be a grower.
It is. The technology is there, and it does look really, really cool. I have one complaint about the system itself.
Go for it.
Why is Valve so intent on putting touchpads on everything? Like, the Steam controller had it, and
You want the precision aiming and all that stuff that PC gamers need.
then hook a keyboard and mouse up to it, which you can do.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about it.
If you're using a controller, you're not that into the like crazy precision of a keyboard and mouse.
No.
Stop putting the touchpads.
That being said, all the things that it kind of has built up, it's a pretty nice little machine.
It is. It's really, really cool. And
I've been obsessed with all those little retro handhelds and stuff that have been coming out of China over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And this is gonna blow up. Like it's gonna hurt their business really bad.
well,
Well, they're starting to get a little bit more expensive. There's a few of them that are kind of jumping up into the $100-$200 range.
right, but that's still $100-$200, where the cheapest Steam Deck is $350. The most expensive one is, or no, I'm sorry,
$399.
$399. Sorry, sorry, $400 for the cheapest, or $650 for the most expensive.
I think something like that. We'll take a look at the prices here in a moment.
Right, but it's so it might cut into those markets. But, like, I don't know. Plus, those handhelds are designed to be, like, more retro-y.
They're retro-y and more portable.
Right.
You know, the idea that you, like, throw them in your pocket, you know, it's nothing crazy.
Is this thing going to fit in a pocket?
No. No, okay. And so when you look at all the stats, let's take a look at the website there. You know, you can see all the stuff. Yeah, the most expensive one's $650.
Yep.
When you do look at all the stats for it, like how big it is, it's a bit thicker and almost twice as heavy as like the Switch Lite, or you know, or
the regular Switch.
Yeah, or the regular Switch.
Yeah. But
which is pretty crazy to think about.
It is. It is. But here's the deal. It's a powerful little machine.
Yeah,
For being a handheld, this is crazy.
Yeah, like I'm not surprised it's as heavy as it is. It's like basically having a decent laptop's innards in your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is basically a decent gaming laptop, but as a handheld gaming system.
And I think that's who they're actually, you know, competing with. I think they're competing with any other person who's trying to do any kind of like on-the-go mobile gaming. Hashtag mobile gaming. But like actual gaming, not like, you know, I'm gonna play some Angry Birds or some. What are the kids playing these days?
They're not even playing Among Us
Shadow
anymore.
Legends. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Do people actually play that?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever met anybody who plays it.
No.
Drop in the comments if you play Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid's my oh yeah. You know.
And now a bunch of people have turned off this video because we started talking about it.
Cool.
I don't know what kids are playing on their phones nowadays, to be perfectly honest.
Probably just like, you know, the same usual. Among Us was the big thing for a little while.
It was.
Once again, bringing it up again.
Right. So, but that does bring me to, who is the target demographic for this?
Target demographic. Definitely not kids.
No.
Kids aren't PC Master Race players. At least, like, the majority of them aren't.
Right.
Believe me, there's those guys. I know those kids. I hung out with those kids. I was one of those. You know, who love their gaming PCs and stuff like that. But those kids already have a gaming PC. They already had to bug their parents enough to get them one.
What about like actual? And we keep saying PC Master Race, but it does like those are people,
right?
The people who get the high-end PCs to really get the most out of these games. Are they going to be the ones to get this?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Hear me out.
Okay.
The past year has been really difficult to get a hold of PC parts, you know, just in general.
Right.
This thing is priced, at least even the lowest one, it's priced competitively even with some decent CPUs out there. You know, so even like one component of the inside. And so like, you know, if you want something that just plays the games, looks pretty decent, runs well, you can still do all, you know, productivity stuff on it, but it's mainly a gaming thing. But it's going to do the job.
But won't most of those people already have a PC that will do
They will, but they might have not been able to do one in the past year.
I understand.
So this is an affordable way to just jump right in and play all their stuff that they want to play and play it on the go in a new way they've never done it before. Plus, it's got that like new tech.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know?
Okay.
And so those are the PC Master Race people are going to be all like, ooh, new tech.
Right.
But they're going to be really sad because it's not going to get an upgrade, and it's not going to be upgradable easily.
Yeah, that's the other weird part is as a portable PC, there's really no way to upgrade it. You can upgrade the storage, and that's it. So, it's just hard for me because it's really, really cool, and I like it, and I'm always excited for new tech, but I'm having trouble getting excited for it. Because, like, okay.
Yeah, well, it's not even like a unique thing. Let me point you in the direction of the $1,000 Aya Neo, which, by the way, has a whole terabyte drive built in. Same, you know, DDR4 16 gigs of RAM, a faster processor. And so like there's things like it out there already, which is kind of crazy to think about. You know, that went on sale earlier this year through Indiegogo. The people, they're out in the wild. People are playing them.
Oh.
It runs, Windows natively. Does all that stuff. So like, it's not a new thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And there's the GPD Win 3. And look at this puppy. Yeah. This is also on Indiegogo. I know, is that really nice? It's got a little slide-up screen in the middle.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the slide-up screen. That's cool.
And that one's a little bit smaller. The Aya Neo is about the size of the Steam Deck, but this thing's about the size of maybe like a Switch Lite.
Okay.
And it's about $900, but also like a way more premium like product in general. It does all the things, and it even has Cyberpunk in the thing.
So both of these are more powerful than the Steam Deck.
Way more powerful, also way more expensive, and honestly priced relatively competitively with it. Because if you look at the higher levels of the Steam Deck, the storage and the performance and stuff isn't quite there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this thing's actually competing against that.
I think that's what they're competing against, and honestly, the Aya Neo makers and the GPD Win 3 makers should be worried because this is a better. It's a cheaper version of what they're doing. They should be concerned.
What about everybody who's saying that this is gonna kill the Switch?
Now that's the big deal. I don't.
No.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a handheld gaming system.
Right.
And it's got the Steam library.
It doesn't play Nintendo games.
Right. People don't buy a Switch because it's a portable gaming system. Mm-hmm. They buy it because they want to play things like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, because Metroid's coming back out. But they get it to play things like that.
Right.
The Steam Deck's not going to do that.
Now, on the more illegal side of things, will it be able to emulate pretty well, maybe even up to the Wii U pretty well? Yeah.
Who wants to emulate Wii U games? Oh, that's right, the Switch.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna take a stab at it.
Take a stab at it.
Because, like, seriously.
Yeah, half the decent games on the Switch were just Wii U games.
Yeah. But this thing is not going to be a Switch killer because they're competing in different demographics, and
it's going to be successful. I'm not going to talk it down. I'm going to say I'm half tempted. But I don't need it.
Okay.
I look at all the little things around my room right here. Like, I don't need it.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool.
I am excited to see what people do with it.
Yeah.
Because it's a new piece of tech, and I want to see what people are capable of with doing with this thing. Mm-hmm. I'm personally not going to get one. I've got a PC. I can play my Steam games there. But any major game that comes out in Steam, I'm going to be able to probably play on my Xbox or on my Switch or on my PlayStation because I'm a console gamer. This thing is not for me. I'm not a PC gamer. Now, there is the idea that you could get Game Pass on this.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I think that's going to be the best thing this thing does.
Yeah.
I actually, because here's the deal. In a couple of years, it's already going to have a hard time running AAA titles.
Yep.
Like, it's going to have a hard time running them. Like, because as good as it, it can run things at 720p now, Cyberpunk's probably not one of them. Because, it has a hard time running on anything. But
we just got dunk on Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But in a couple of years, it's gonna be starting to not run AAA games super well, even at 720p.
Which is a little bit of the kind of fault of PC gaming is like it has to be constantly upgraded.
This is why this PC Master Race people are gonna love it because they're gonna have their bomb PC Master Race PC in the corner,
right?
And they're gonna be able to using like things like Moonlight stream right to their device and be able to do it anywhere in their house.
But you can do that with a phone.
Yeah, but you have a dedicated little ditty to do it. I know.
But that's
exactly. You're right.
I like I said, I want to try and be objective with this, but you can stream to your phone and get a controller to hook up to your phone and even get a dock for that.
It works real well too.
Yeah, it does. Or there's is the NVIDIA Shield the portable one? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Like there's things that do this. So my concern is also in a few years when it can't run the AAA games, what do? You can't upgrade it like you can a PC.
No, but they're gonna put another one out, and people are gonna be like, "Ooh, new shiny thing," and get that when it comes out.
So what's the lifespan of this thing?
Viably as a platform, it's never going to exist as a platform. Let's put it out there.
Okay.
It's going to be a fun thing people are going to get for a really short period of time. They might put another one out. It might be a thing going forward, but there's no killer app for it. That's just for it.
That's the other thing. This is a system that's being released that is just going to play games that can be played other places. There's nothing that you're going to get this for to play specifically on this. Unless you don't have Steam somewhere else already, or you don't have a gaming PC that can run AAA titles.
I don't think anybody's going to do that.
Right.
I don't think there's anybody out there who's being like, I've never played PC games ever, and I'm just going to get this as my first gaming PC.
No one's going to do that.
No way.
Well, I can't say no one. There's going to be some people.
But
who are...
demographically though, I don't think that's the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here is my big concern with this. Steam has put out some interesting pieces of tech in the past few years.
Steam Link,
Steam
Controller.
Steam Controller. There's probably other ones, but I can't think of them. Those are the two big ones that come to my mind. But those things were like a big deal when they got announced, and then they released and no one talked about them.
Right.
I have a Steam Link. I don't know where it is, because it was kind of cool, but the novelty kind of died off. Because it was, for those who don't know, the Steam Link basically allowed you to stream your Steam library to a TV anywhere else in the house, as long as it was connected to Wi-Fi. And that was kind of cool, because my monitor is a PC monitor, but I had a big TV. It was all right. It did its job okay. I could hook up a Bluetooth controller to it, like, cool.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it was I was able to, doing a little bit of manipulating with the system, I could just access my PC and then stream my PC to my TV.
And that's
which
awesome.
was cool.
Yeah.
But again, like, Steam Link's dropped in price really fast.
Well, because a $40 Android box does the same thing.
Right.
You can also do Game Pass there and GeForce Now and be doing a lot of the same kinds of things.
Now this thing has sold out. No, well, not sold out.
Yeah, the first run sold out.
The first run sold out. You can still pre-order it. It'll just come at a later date.
I like how they have their reserve system, because you can just go in there right now. You can throw $5 down to reserve it.
Yep.
And then when it comes time to actually purchase the thing, you get brought to the purchase page and you do it. I like that.
Yeah.
And they're not being dishonest about when you're going to get it.
I want to know how many people are actually have it pre-ordered and how many of them are scalpers. Because we know there's scalpers out there. There's already some Steam Decks up on eBay.
Yeah.
People selling their pre-orders for it for
lots of money.
A lot of money, because that has been what this past year and a half has been. Again, it's a cool piece of tech. I want to see what people do with it. It is not for me.
If I ever got the thing, I would just wipe the Steam OS off of it.
Yeah.
Load some Batacera in there. Emulate some PS2 and stuff like that. And probably do PS2 pretty well. It'd probably do PS2 pretty well.
It probably would. It probably would. The Vita probably could have done it if it supported it.
Yep.
But I want to know who's picking this up and why. So please, if you're getting this, comment below. I want to know who people are, who's picking this up. Is it going to be a Switch killer? No. It's going to work the same way the Game Gear was a Game Boy killer, or the PSP was a DS killer, or the Vita was a 3DS killer.
Nintendo's not going away. They're the cockroaches of the gaming landscape.
Yeah, they're always going to be there. It doesn't matter if this thing's more powerful or not. Nintendo's got a hold on a couple of key things that people have to have, so they're never going away.
I mean, just to show their power, they're putting out a 2D side-scroller as their big AAA title this fall. So there's nothing more powerful than that. They have my money already. So
yeah.
A
$60 side-scrolling game.
This is going to be good. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, and again, let us know in the comments what you think about all this. Again, looks cool. Are you getting it?
We're excited.
What do you think?
Punk says he's going to get one.
Yeah, so we're actually going to get a chance to probably check one out at some point. But for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
We'll catch you some other time.